the absolute worst thing that you can do for someone to help them is to change their circumstance, because they have not changed. So they will end right back up in their circumstance. They need to change themselves. So like I have like a homeless person, if you give them $20, are they going, even this is the funniest part, you could give a homeless person $1 billion, they will end up homeless again. Shocker, I know. The change is within. So the worst thing you can do for someone to help them, if your intention, if your goal is to help them and they want help, it's not to change their circumstance for them. It's to help them realize, and you have to go through this journey yourself of enlightening yourself to be able to enlighten others. And then the more you go on this journey, the more you realize that you cannot enlighten others. That is up to them, right? So it's you changing the circumstance, you getting them. I get it. It's nice. It is very nice, especially if you're not aware of this, right? If you're not aware of this, and you're like, okay, the best thing I can do is do something for them. Then you're gonna change their circumstance to the best of your ability, to the extent that your dollar will allow them to, right? If you've ever seen these videos where wealthy influencers, or maybe not wealthy, maybe rich influencers, will get them an apartment for a year and get them a haircut and get them a job. You're changing their circumstance, which is good. It can actually have an effect, especially for like a traumatized individual. Putting them around not traumatized individuals, and usually I would think that most people that are homeless have experienced some form of trauma, or they're living in a moment of trauma continuously. So it can help them in terms of like relativity, where they get around people and like, oh wow, I'm the only one freaking out, and then that is a way, right? That is a way. I just after but there is, in my opinion, a certain degree that the trauma will not allow it. Right? They will not allow the circumstance that you've changed for them to exist. They will find ways to put themselves back in a situation that aligns with, who they think they are. So it's just like, at the end of the day, I would rather give a homeless person, 10 sessions with Peter Crone than give them $1 billion, or just have them become more and more enlightened, because only they can change their situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just so funny, because I saw this video this morning. It was a Jubilee or Buzz TV or something like that. Jubilee, or I forgot what it was, but it was Morgan & Morgan, the owner of Morgan & Morgan. He's a billionaire, being questioned by like 20 individuals, right? And this one guy, I think his name was Frederick. It was like a viral video, because everyone in the comment section was like, "Oh my God! Like look at Frederick! Look at Frederick!" And the comment section was all about Frederick, and Frederick was just like, "Yo, like basically, like give me money, like help me out." And it's just like it doesn't matter, because he'll give you the money. The money will change your circumstance because of what, and he'll help himself in a way that probably wouldn't be deemed as helpful. He'll start buying stuff that he does not need. So it's like, at what point does help no longer become help? You know what I'm saying? So, okay, what lane you going in, buddy? It's like, what he needs in order to change the situation is the realization that the changing of his situation is up to him. That's a nice Mustang. I love the sound of that Mustang. I love Mustangs, especially blacked out ones with the soft top. Oh, I love convertibles. I actually don't think the Mustang looks really good when the top's down. It just looks really good with the soft top. Like that velvety, that texture look of the texture. I just like it. Anyways, you're not doing them any good. You're not doing the victim any good, okay? Because they are not a victim of circumstance. They are in the circumstance that they are in because they are a victim of themselves. And their outer world is reflecting that. So what they need help with is seeing things differently. And that comes through enlightenment, for sure. So relating to things differently, and that comes through enlightenment. Okay? Not have them become enlightened, but have them experience enlightenment. Take them through, have them go through a process of enlightening themselves. And watch their situation change, because they will change their situation. But this is the thing, it's up to them, right? The enlightenment, that's the beautiful thing. Because if you give them money and you change their situation, it's like, sure, they might enjoy that, and then they might just end up back there. But if you change their enlightenment, which is up to them, you will see how far they're willing to go. And then at that point, you will understand that you can only help someone to the extent that they're willing to help themselves. And when you change someone's circumstance, you're removing that from the equation. Where you're now, you don't know if you're helping them beyond the ability that they're willing and wanting to help themselves. You see? So, I don't know, that's how I look at it. But, because I just had something miraculous happen, and I'm not even looking at it as a miracle. It's just like, oh wow, I'm deserving of this, you know? Like, yeah, I can see that. And before I used to react and freak out and be like, oh my God, this is gonna change my life, and I would hit up friends and reel a stack, and I would start swinging. My bipolar would kick in. It's not kicking in. Because I realized it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that this person just offered me this opportunity where I can go make 50 grand a month. It does not matter. You know what I'm saying? It's up to me. So